Yeah, I'm just proud of the team. Had to really grind out a result tonight. Playing Pittsburgh, it's always going to be a hard, very physical, hard-fought game. A lot of little moments where you have to just get a nick of the ball, you know, that next touch in, and it was that way from the start. I mean, I was about 15 minutes into it. I was like, this is going to be tough to go 90. But that's what it is. Playoff soccer. For us to get the first one, beautiful goal, and I thought we should have gotten a second there when Antoine broke free and could have laid it across to Ombi a little better. That would have been awful nice to have a 2-goal lead, but you know, the guys just fought the whole way through. At the water break, you know, Oscar comes over and he goes, "Coach, it's just going to be a grind the rest of the way." I was like, hell yeah, it's going to be a grind, so keep doing it. Again, really proud because I think Pittsburgh is an excellent team, well coached, and it was always going to be that kind of competitive match.
John, I'm wondering about earlier this week in preparation for Pittsburgh. You know, it was going to be kind of that physical game where it's only going to come down to the small things. What were you working on? And obviously, I'm sure you're probably pretty happy with how you executed out here.
To be fair, Kevin, I don't think we executed our attack as well as we should have. Look, we're a team that can fight, okay? We can battle hard when you do those things, but we're also a really good football playing team. And that's what we wanted to get. We wanted to get through the hard moments so that our football could take over and we could you know, have a little bit more of the ball and make them run a little bit more. And that's, you know, you get that second goal that I'm referring to in the first half, and it does that for you. If it stays one and you're constantly thinking about don't give it up, it's a different you know, game altogether. So, but, you know, I don't know that you're playing Pittsburgh and this is going to be any other way than just, you know, dealing with winning the first ball, winning the second one, you know, fighting for scraps. It's just how we had to do it tonight.
I'm wondering if tonight was it all about maybe revenge or proving a point from the game earlier this year, or is it all just about playoffs and it's kind of turning a new page?
It's all just about us, you know, advancing. We don't, you know, nothing to us is about, you know, we're the team that has 2 stars over our crest, all right? We're the ones that were in the final last year. We just won the Eastern Conference final. You know, we have a lot to be proud about, but our objective was to beat Pittsburgh tonight so we get to the semifinals of the Eastern Conference. That simple.
Coach, Alexi was on yellow very early tonight. You stayed with him for the full 90. What kind of, I mean, that says a lot when you've got a defender in such a physical match to stick with him. Did you ever consider pulling him off?
No, Lance. I mean, look, I use this word a lot, but trust. And I trust Alexi, you know. He's incredible in those moments. He won everything. He's battling. He's smart about not giving up the foul. I thought he was unlucky on the yellow, to be fair, and he shouldn't have been on it. We mentioned it at halftime, but he's a smart player. You know, that's one of his best attributes. He's going to battle and do things safe. I mean, him and Tosh were excellent in a tandem tonight. Had to deal with a lot of 1v1 situations, but did it superbly.
Paulo DiPiccolo pretty much controlled the midfield tonight. Talk about his performance.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about Paulo, and you know, we're asking him to play kind of a dual role. He's got to be a center midfielder, and then he's got to be an attacking midfielder, and then he's got to come back and, you know, go box to box for us. And his work rate, you know, his ability to get up and down the field, but also just the composure, some of the little touches, the way that he communicates. I mean, excellent all the way around. I thought Speedy and Corbin were as good. You know, that threesome has been wonderful to watch for us.
Standing right here, but Cam 6 goals in 6 games, taking it to another level at this point.
Yeah, Cam doing what Cam does well. You know, we brought him here to score goals, and that's exactly. I mean, that was a wonderful strike. He went for 2 on almost the same, and didn't quite catch the second one. But yeah, I'm happy for Cam. Gets the game winner in a huge game, and you got to have some kind of special play like that to break a game like this open. So it's awful nice to have the best goal scorer in the league on our team. That's for sure.
What about that second goal that, you know, kind of took a nod deflection off the keeper and went in? It was a 4-on-2 for you all. Do you think if maybe that doesn't go in, you have a word with Corbin or even after he scores?
I mean, I think the guys have already been given a bunch of crap in the locker room about it. But he did put some magic on that ball. I mean, it was moving and spinning, and
So a couple times.
if it goes in, I'm not ever saying a word to him. If the keeper saves it, yeah, then we probably have a couple things to talk about. So.
On the other side of the bracket, St. Louis beats Hartford. You ever played a team 5 times in one season? And at this point, what is there even left to say about that matchup?
Yeah, just that I personally thought St. Louis was going to beat Hartford. I mean, they're too good a team, and you talk about a team that battles and competes for everything. I mean, St. Louis that's what they are, but they try to play good soccer. They're well coached, they're organized. There's a lot of character. So we'll have another game next Saturday here at Lynn Family Stadium where we have to do the same thing. Hopefully we can dictate the terms a little more. But again, it's not easy playing St. Louis for the 5th time in a very small amount of time.
6 goals in 6 games. Have you changed anything down the stretch of this season? And do you feel like you're kind of taking your game to a new level here?
No, I wouldn't say I've changed anything. I think we're all playing with a lot of confidence. When everyone else is playing with confidence and I'm scoring, I've got confidence. So I think a lot of it's got to come down to the team, the service they're putting in for me, and yeah, they're making it easier for me to score.
If you come back into this team, if you go back to maybe the first game up against Pittsburgh, what have you learned about your role? It seems like you get involved in a lot of plays as well that don't end up with goals for you, or you might even win possession back, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, we've played a different system to the one that I sort of played in 2018, and it took a couple of games to sort of get used to that, and thankfully it's coming to fruition, and yeah, we're all playing with a lot of confidence and playing well.
You took a little bit of a bump. Is everything okay with that? 100%? You're okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm used to the knocks.
Your teams like this, probably have a target on your back to some extent. Do you feel like they try to play you a certain way, and how do you counteract that?
I mean, you'd have to ask them. I'm not too sure. I just play my game. I'm not too focused about how they're coming at me, if they're coming at me at all. So, no, we play our game. We don't really worry about them too much, and thankfully it paid off today.
Now, I've seen lately you've kind of been coming back and getting involved more in the build-up. Do you like to play that way, or do you kind of have to force yourself to get involved further back on the field?
I just do whatever the team needs me to do. If that means me coming in deep and getting into sort of position work and create plays, then I'll do that. If that means me running in behind and taking defenders on a sprint, then I'll do that. So whatever the team needs me to do, I'll do.
The last time you guys played Pittsburgh, obviously didn't go your way, but this time it ended in a playoff win. How much did you learn from that game to now? What was so different, obviously, about the game, and aside from the win that you guys were able to learn from that first game to take it to this one?
I think the loss helped us learn a lot from our performance, and yeah, I mean, in a sense, you want that loss to come at the beginning of the season so that we can learn from it. Then, you saw it out there. We played a lot better than we did the first game of the season.
Can you go back to that goal that you scored in the first half and just kind of tell us what you kind of saw there and what kind of happened that allowed that opportunity to open up for you?
In the moment, it happened so fast. I saw the defenders drop. OJ put in a great ball, and I was just focusing on sort of getting it on target, hitting it low and with some pace, and thankfully it went in.
You scored so many different ways, and it's like that one reminded me a lot of the one up in Indy that you kind of just nicked in and that touch. I mean, in your career, are those things you can even practice, or is that just something you've always done reflex-wise that kind of separates you from other strikers?
I think it's spur of the moment. It's sort of muscle memory almost, and you go over different finishes in training, and then thankfully out here you train well, and then it comes off.